It is day 10 of our 12 days of lives. Thank you so much for joining me. We are doing 12 days of Christmas, Susan and I, and we are alternating. All right, I guess I'll have to wait a second and see if I can't get them to come up in a second. All right, so what I'm doing today is I am working on a custom order evergreen buffalo plaid. So they want the red and black buffalo plaid. So I can't see your comments right now, so if anybody's on there, just give me a second and I will try and pull them up again. So I am just fluffing this out a little bit. Of course, I picked the one in my stash that was the most smashed. So I'm just trying to fluff out the areas that are pushed down so that I can get my mesh and that in there. So what we're going to be using is this buffalo plaid mesh. This is a fabric mesh from Hobby Lobby. I've got 18 pieces of that. We're going to do the 10 on bottom and 8 on top, just like we would on a regular wreath. And I'm sorry if anyone's joined me and I can't see your comments at the moment. Give me 1 second to pull that stuff up. I'm flying blind here. I can't see anything. It wouldn't let me pull anything up. So, all right. So then we've got a bunch of goodies that we're going to put in here. They really want the buffalo plaid. Let me get this over here. At least I can see it's working. And then I might be using this little sign. I don't know. I do have a couple of other ones, but I do like this one. So I might use that. Here is my buffalo plaid 1.5 inch ribbon. And I'm going to be putting that with this beige or natural color with the buffalo plaid trees in it. And then I also have this natural with the green trees, just to kind of break all this black and red up. And then we've got the black and red plaid with the snowflakes on it. So we're going to do that. So if they don't like any of these when we get done, I can always take them out and swap them out for something else, but that's what I picked out. All right, let's see if we can get this working. Come on. I don't know what it is about my tablet lately, but it will not let me go to the sign-on screen. Hope it's not going out on me. Has anybody else had that problem? See, I had to all that just to put in my password. All right, let's see what we got. Hey, look at that. First thing that comes up is me. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. All right, I can see comments now, guys. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind sharing this for me, I would really appreciate that. I'm not going to be able to share it, so. All right, so we've got a 24-inch evergreen frame from Hobby Lobby. I bought a bunch of these this year and at the end of last year, so I have a whole mess of them. The only thing I don't like about theirs is theirs only has 2 rings around the base, and so you have a gap in between. I don't like that gap. Thank you for sprinkling. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate it. All right. I still have some spots that are pushed down, but I'll fix that as we go because I'm going to be putting the mesh in here. So, all right. So what I do when I do these, because we don't have any ties specifically to tie to, is I will do the 10 on the bottom, 8 on top. I just pick a spot on the bottom, and I'm going to start right here. Let me get this out of the way, and we'll use these pieces first. My mesh is cut at 20 inches. So I use 1 roll for a wreath. We are going to gather it up, ruffle it up. We're just doing a regular ruffle. Hello, everybody. You did a flocking on yours? Yeah, I have not done one like that. I probably should. All right, so I'm going to start down here at the bottom on this side. Twist 2 branches around that. Fluff it out. I will show you all just 1 sec. All right, so there's one. So I'm going to go right over here to the opposite side. Try to do it in about the same place. Running out of room here. I hope y'all are doing well on this Friday. This is day 10 of our 12 days of Christmas. I am up today. Susan will be up tomorrow, and then we will both be up on Sunday, and that'll be our last day. We've been having a lot of fun. We've done a lot of things. This is the first wreath I think I've done for the 12 days. We were trying to do different things, but I have an order, so I thought I would go ahead and do that for you today. All right, so there's one on each side on the bottom. So now we're just going to do 4 in the middle sections on each side, and that'll give us our 10, and that's how I balance it out. So we're just going to put 4 in there in between those 2 on one side and space them out as evenly as we can. We'll just eyeball it. We're not going to measure it. So what else is everybody doing today? Oh, you use chalk paint and bagged snow. Wow. Interesting. All right, I don't know what I did with that one, but that is not looking right. Let's rearrange that. Got too much on one side there. All right, so there's that one. So not too much going on here today. I've been taking some pictures, trying to get some things listed. I had to retake a picture of the mailbox that I did. I didn't like the way it looked. Plus I added another red lollipop. Hey, Roxanne. All right, we got one more here. Hello from South Carolina. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. If you guys are new, make sure you tell me hello and where you're from. We like to give you a nice big welcome, and I also go back and say hello and welcome you after my live. I like to make everybody feel welcome here. My normal live days are Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern and Friday at 2:30 Eastern. So today would have been a normal live day for me. Let's see, these are all bunched up right here. Get this out of here. So I am working on a custom order. So the customer likes the red and black buffalo plaid, so that is what we're going to give them. I have lots of little buffalo plaid goodies to put in here. I've got some let's see, I'll show you some of the stuff I've got here. I've got a whole box full, so I've got some of these little curly cues. I like those. I have a little reindeer. We've got little campers that are in there. We've got the star. We have an ornament. We have the box, the gift box. We have a tree here. There it is, the tree. We have a snowman hat. Not all of this is going in. This is just stuff to pick from. I love these little buffalo check balls with the black on them, black lining. But I also have these with the natural on them, which probably will go better with what I've got here. I also got these out just in case I needed them, which is the red and black ornaments. We also have these flowers, so we will definitely be using these. And then, of course, we've got the rustic jingle balls, jingle bells. Snowman, I don't think we're going to use. And then I also have these little signs, too. So these little ornament signs say Merry Christmas, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So we have both of those as well. And then of course we want the little red truck. They requested the red truck, so that'll be in there. And then they have pets. So I figured I would add in this little dog whose scarf is the red and black check as well. So, and he's wearing his Santa hat. So that's all the stuff that I've got out. So maybe a little too much red and black, but hey, we'll make it work. So let me just scoop this stuff out of the way so we can finish the mesh. There we go. Isn't that cute? And then I've got some other pine pieces over here and some greenery and some red berries and that. And then I'm also going to use tubing, which I haven't used tubing in a lot of my wreaths this year. So I will be doing some tubing in here because they do not want a bow. So I thought tubing would be a nice added effect. All right, so we're going to fill in the other side. I can get the things apart here. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you. It is cute, isn't it? I hope it will be. So I don't want it to be too much red and black plaid, but that is what they like. But still, I don't want it to be just the plaid. You know what I mean? But then whatever the customer wants is what the customer gets. So, and of course they'll see after I'm done, and if they don't like it, then I can make changes. So nothing will be permanently attached or glued in until I get the okay. That's how I do an order. So I will place it, take a picture, and then send it. And once they give me the thumbs up and say it's okay, it's what they like, then I go back and I glue it all in. That's just the way I do it. And again, I didn't space that out right. All right, let's try this one again. So after this week, well, probably next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, I will do my live as normal. But that will probably be my last Christmas wreath unless I get an order. Because people are people are going to be decorating after Thanksgiving. Not many people are going to be buying Christmas wreaths to hang up. They may buy them as gifts, but they're not going to be using them for decorating. So I will probably be done and move on to another holiday. I don't think I put that one close enough. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Dawn. This is Wreath Decor by Dawn. If you are new, make sure to give my page a like and a follow, and that will let you know when I go live. You can also sign up for my email alert list. I have an email I send out before I go live, and it says, hey, I'm going live at this time on this day, and this is what I'm going to be making. So if you want to sign up for that, you can go to the top of my page and look for the pinned post, or just type in the word email in the comments, and I will send the link to you after this live. A cardinal sign for Christmas. I can look and see if I have one. I don't remember if I had any left. 1, 2, 3. I think the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, one more. Okay. Thought maybe I skipped one. Oh, you can't put it on the TV at work? That's okay. They don't want to watch that. Hi, Joy. My sister's trying to put me on her TV at work. Nobody needs to see all that. Hello, welcome. All right, so this is the last one on the bottom, and then I'm going to move up to the top, and I'll show you how I do that. Again, my pieces are cut at 20 inches, and I'm using a fabric mesh. Cheryl, how are you? Long time no see. All right. So when I do the top, I'm just going to pick a spot to start, and I'm going to do, let's do right here. I really wish they would make these differently. Oh, you're so sweet, Donna. Thank you. I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, I miss you too. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you did, Cheryl. Don't work too hard. Hopefully we will see each other soon. Doesn't want to come up. I am just tying it to the pine pieces on here. So I just take two pieces. I'm doing the top row right now. I just take two pieces, open them up, and put my mesh in between, and then wrap those around them, just like I would on a regular wreath with pipe cleaners. So because this is a pine wreath and you don't have anywhere that tells you, where you're supposed to put it, I am spacing them out. So I did that one on that side. I'm going to go on this side. I'm going to do this one. Find two pieces right there. Whoops. Don't want to send those flying. And then I'm going to ruffle this up. Again, these are cut at 20 inches. It's a fabric mesh. I got it from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to take these two ties, and I'm going to twist them around. And that holds it in place. So I'm going to do that. Now I have the two across from each other. I'm going to do the same thing here. I swear, no matter how much, oh, you're very welcome. No matter how much space I have, it never seems to be enough. My husband built this big old table for me, this L-shaped table, and you can see yeah, I'm only on my Wreath Decor, is where my live is. Wreath Decor by Dawn, yep. I better be on that page. Yep, I'm on that page. I was going to say, don't tell me I went on the wrong page. Yeah, it says Wreath Decor by Dawn, so hopefully I'm attached to other pages, so but I did go on my page. All right. So then I put this one directly across. Oops. I don't need that. I just want, there we go. All right, so there's those three. Now we're going to go right across from that one. That gives us 4. And then once I'm done with that one, I'm going to go in between, put one in between each of those. And then that makes up the 8 on top. Did I confuse everybody? I hope not. I'm not attaching bows. Oh, I'm sorry, I already answered that. Yeah, the mesh. All right, so there's that. So now I'll go in between each one with the other 4, and that fills it in. Let me show you guys. So there's our 4 on the top, and now I'm going to go in between each of those, and that'll give us our 8. I love the fabric mesh, but I hate all these little fibers strings that come off of them. But we'll cut those off. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome from California. And make sure to hit that like and follow. If you're new and you don't like to talk on lives or say anything, hit that little heart down there or the thumbs up. That lets me know that you're watching. Oh, no problem, Jean. All right, let's see. We need just finding a good spot in between here. Some of these what do you call them? Pine pieces are not directly across from each other, so it makes it hard. All right, so we are almost, ribbons flying on the floor now. We are almost done with this. Thank you for sharing. I always forget you're in California, Arla. I grew up in Southern California. It's where my sisters still live. All right, here we go. Last 2 pieces. Do you guys like the buffalo plaid, the red and black, or the black and white? I get a lot of requests for it this time of year. I've done a lot. Newbie from Massachusetts, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. So glad you're here. Let me cut these off real quick because they're getting in the way. Want a nice fluffy ruffle. All right, one more. Those 2 right there. Perfect. See, that's what I like. Look at y'all making new friends. Finding out that you're all from similar areas. See, your daughter's moving. Oh, she's moving to a farm. Nice. Yeah, it's very popular. The black and white buffalo check. I don't know if that's actually called buffalo check or not. I know people call it that, but all right, so there we go. There's our plaid in there. We're going to go ahead and put some ribbons on. But I'm going to do the tubing at the same time as the ribbons. So I've got 4 different ribbons here that I'm using. 2 of them are 1.5 and 2 of them are 2.5. So I'm going to put the green trees with the red and black snowflake plaid. And this color is going to help break up all that red and black. And then we have our buffalo plaid with our natural color, but this also has the buffalo plaid trees in it, so you get the buffalo plaid from that. All right, so let's get this stuff out of the way here. All right, so I'm going to fold them in half, find my center. I can never figure out how to add tubing. Oh, Jessica, you're going to learn from, well, I won't call myself the master, but I love tubing. I use a lot of it normally. All right, so we're going to just take one of these and we're going to go right into one of these ties where I put the fabric. Whoops, don't want my ring. And I'm not untwisting it. I'm just going to put this in and then twist it again. Well, no, I'm not, because I said I was going to add my tubing. See? So I cut mine at 24 inches. This is just Dollar Tree tubing. I like their tubing. Sometimes you get a package that's all crinkled up. Don't worry about it. Just it's it's $1, so you can get another one. But anyway, I cut them 24 inches. Why 24? Because that's the size of my mat, and I'm lazy, and it's easier that way. I fold it in half. Fold it in half again, pinch it in the center, and twist it. And it gives you a little bow. That's all I do. I don't do the great big huge loops with it. I like it to look like just a little bow that sits back in that mesh. Real nice there. See that? So that's what I do. So we're going to alternate now with our ribbons, but I'm putting the tubing in every tie. So now I'm going to use these. I think that, it's okay to make the bigger loops and that they look good. I just don't prefer them. I've done them before. I think my sister's got a wreath I did, and I made the loops on that way too big, and every time I see that wreath or it comes up on my page, I just kind of roll my eyes because I want to get a hold of it and fix it. So the next time I go visit her, I'll probably be doing that. But it just hides that tubing right in there. It just, it barely sticks out. I did it again, guys. That's what I get for talking and trying to work at the same time. So I fold it in half again, pinch it in the center, and I give it a twist. And then it makes that little bow for me. And if they don't like the tubing, I can always take it out. It's not a big deal. Anything they don't like, I can undo. And it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But that's why I wait to get their thumbs up or approval before I glue anything in, because if they don't like something or where it's at, I can easily move it. Once I glue it in, it's not coming off, especially on a pine wreath. Fold it in half again, pinch in the center, twist. That's the last time I'll do it. I won't keep doing it for you guys. Unless somebody asks. Need a different apron. This one doesn't have long enough ties on it, and it feels like it's strangling me. Plus, it's filthy. It's white, you know. That was a bad choice. I shouldn't have gone with white. It is. And you know what? Have fun with the tubing. Tubing to me is something that you add on for a little bit of fun, or you know what, for me, if you can't figure out, you know, you got a wreath and you look at it and you say, oh, it needs something and you don't know what it is, add tubing. Because 9 times out of 10, it makes the difference. I'm a little obsessed with it. I have boxes and boxes of it. Well, not a lot of people use it anymore, but I do. And I like it. I haven't outgrown it yet, so. Alright, we need this one. So we're just going to go all the way around putting these in. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you guys are enjoying our 12 days of lives. If you haven't seen them, and this is your first time here, Susan, my friend, and I from AC Inspired Wreaths are doing 12 days of Christmas lives. Today is day 10. So we are almost done. And we've been doing that. We've tried doing different things, so we haven't really been doing too many wreaths. We've been trying to do different things for you all. But we are winding down now, so she's up tomorrow at 2:45 on her page. Thank you, Roxanne. What was I saying? Oh, she's up at 2:45 tomorrow Eastern on her page, AC Inspired Wreaths. If you don't follow her, you should. She's an amazing designer, as well as my friend. And she'll be doing something fun over there. And then on Sunday, you're going to get both of us. Lucky you. I will be on my page at 2 o'clock. And she'll be up after me at 3 o'clock. And I might have a couple surprises for people on Sunday if they join us. I haven't talked to Susan about it yet, but I think I'm going to do something for everybody watching. Oh, I appreciate that, Roxanne. Thank you. Yeah, Susan usually moderates for me, but she's working today. She has a full-time job, so between me and her full-time job, you know, we keep her busy. Hello, how are you, Benita? I appreciate y'all being here today. I hope you guys are going to do something fun this weekend. Is everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? Is anybody going to be able to have a normal Thanksgiving this year? I know some areas are closed down again, or going to be closing down. I know that in certain areas they've asked people not to gather for Thanksgiving, so I just wonder if everybody's going to be having a normal Thanksgiving or not. We're going to do a Zoom, I think, with my sisters and them out in California. Yeah, my son and his family live near. They're going to come for Thanksgiving, and my daughter and her family are supposed to come. Everybody stays home, so we feel pretty safe with that. She works from home. The kids have been schooling at home, so it's not like they're out around other people. They're staying in, so we feel comfortable doing that. But then it's not a large gathering anyway, so. We all try to stay very safe and away from people that we don't know. I will be glad when this is over, though, I will say that. All right, one more on the bottom. Making sure I'm putting the right ones in. So if you are new to my page, like I said, I do have an email list that I send out when I go live. I've been doing it on Fridays. I probably need to add that. But I do it on Wednesdays. And it just says, hey, I'm going live. I don't use your email address for anything other than to inform you about my lives and that. So if you're interested in that, you can type the word email into the comments and I will shoot the link to you afterwards. Or you can go to the top of my page, Wreath Decor by Dawn, and you'll see a pinned post with a blue background. It's got an email on it. There's a link there. Click on that link and it'll take you to sign up for it. You can also get my supply list, which has everything on it from my scissors to my ribbon racks over here behind me. The links for those and where I can get that stuff. By typing in the word supply, and I will send that link to you. All right, so let's move up to the top here. We're going to do, let's see, that one is that, so we'll do this one. I will shoot those links out to you after my live is done. And you'll be able to get on that list. So I have put together a list of all of my supplies that I use in my craft room, in my business. Things like my shipping boxes, like I said, my scissors, my ribbon racks, all of it. Everything I could think of that I use, even my camera, I put that on a list with a link to it, to what I use, so that you could make it, it makes it a little easier for people when they're looking for things. You know, you get asked questions all the time about the products that we use and where we get things. So it just makes it a little easier that way. I can shoot everybody a list. Deep fried turkey. You know, I have never had any deep fried turkey. How do I store my flowers? Several ways. One way is my husband built me a flower, I call it a flower tree. I guess other people probably do too. And I probably have a picture somewhere on my page of it, but it's a post with a bunch of buckets attached to it, and he put it on a swivel base for me. So we use that for most of my everyday stuff. My seasonal florals I store in containers. The big plastic tub containers, kind of like, I don't know if you can see these down here beside me. Doesn't look like you guys can see them. But those big 55 quart plastic containers with lids, I just take the lid off and I stand all the flowers for the seasonal stuff in those. And then I usually keep them down here in front of me for whatever season it is. So like right now, Christmas is actually in the other room, and it's in one of those containers. Then when the season's over, I can just lay them, whatever's left, down in the container, put the lid on it, and then pack it away. But I can post a picture of my flower tree if you want to see that. Again, it's been a while since we put that picture up, but we saw another wreath maker make one, and she did a video and showed how to do it, but my husband modified it to fit my space, because in this room upstairs, all of our ceilings have the slanted side walls, and I hate that. But so we had to modify it to fit in my space. Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm looking at the delay over here, and it looks like I'm doing the YMCA thing with my hands. So, have most of you been able to catch our 12 days that we've been doing? This one's really long. I must not have measured that one real good. Or it was at the end, maybe. Even that up. Y'all are talking about turkey. You're making me hungry. Yeah, the seasonal stuff it's just easier for me to keep those in containers because I don't need them out. I don't use poinsettias any other time of the year, and fall florals have a, we don't use those colors throughout the year, so I just put those in the containers and then stand them up when I need them, and then lay them down in the container, whatever's left over at the end of the season, and put the lid on it and toss it in the closet. Or for right now, under the beds. All my beds up here are on platforms, frames, metal platform frames, so that I can use underneath for storage. Because I also have, this is also my guest room, one of my guest rooms. So we have 2 rooms upstairs here, and both are guest rooms for when the kids are here. The room across from me has got 2 big beds in it, and then this one's got 1. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, those grids. I've seen those too. Yeah, and then to hang all my wreaths in that, I use every inch of wall space I can. And I use command hooks, and then going down the stairway, the wall on both sides is got all my wreaths that are made that haven't sold. And then I also have rolling racks out in the garage, and I cover them in plastic bags and put them on the rolling racks to store them. It's another one. Guess I wasn't paying attention. Got a piece of fabric in between the thing. We named it wrong. Well, originally it was called 12 Days of Lives instead of 12 Days of Christmas, but we just keep calling it whatever. I mean, she says 12 Days of Lives, I say 12 Days of Christmas, so. Well, thank you, Wanda. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Yep, the replay will be available on Facebook, and if you share it to your page, it'll put it over there for you to easily go watch it too. And I edit this out just a little bit, and put it on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Arla. You're so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate y'all watching. It means a lot to Susan and I. All right, one more. We'll get this one in, and then I can start putting in the other goodies, and we'll be done. And since I'm not gluing anything, it'll go a little quicker. If I can find the center now. Come on, the ribbons are smashed together, so. Let's see, what else? What else can we talk about? Oh, if y'all aren't members of our community page, you should be. You can meet other crafters. You can share your lives if you do lives. You can also share photos of your designs and stuff that you do over there. It's called Fab Fine Community. That's a page that Susan and I and Carla from the One Stop Boutique all run. It's our page. All right. There we go. I'm just pushing up these little branches here. So there we go. There is our ribbon tails. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. Got lots of berries here and some greenery. Don't know where that came from, but... All right, so I just want to take a few of these pieces of greenery, and we're going to put them in there to kind of break up all that dark green. All right, we're going to move those out of the way. Let's bring up our wreath. Here's our wreath. We've got the buffalo check fabric mesh on there, as well as our ribbon tails. All right, let's put in a couple of these. All right, so we only have 2 of these big ones, so we're just gonna... Now, an evergreen or a pine base is really good for gluing things to, because the glue adheres to those pine needles and pine twists really well. So let's see, one there. I'll put one over here. May not like them, but we're going to leave them for a minute and see. Put this one over here. It's probably too long. Saturday. Yeah, the weekend. And I don't usually cook on Wednesday either, so, because that's the night I do my live. So we usually have something really quick and easy, where everybody fends for themselves. 12 people? Just for tonight? Holy cow, that's a lot of people to cook for. Of course, when I was cooking, when I cooked more, I cooked like that, for normal, a normal night, and we never had 12 people. I just never knew how not to make that much food. My husband was in the military, and we always had, there was always people at our house. The guys, the single guys would always hang out at our house. They ate meals with us. They were like our family, and you just got used to making so much food that when you didn't have to make it, you forget how to just cook for 2 or 3 people. But I always enjoyed that. I always liked having a lot of people around. I grew up, of course, there was 4 of us kids, and then we had, for holidays and that, we were always with family. Yeah, I used to cook all the time. Now, I don't want to cook. I just don't want to do it. Okay, so I just took some of these and I'm putting them in every couple of pieces. I want to see what it looks like here before I start gluing anything in. See, that one's too close to that. I need to cut this down. Yeah, I always cook way too much. And now it's, you know, it's even harder when you try to cook for just, well, there's three of us, my husband, my mom, and I. And I've learned to do a little bit smaller portions, but there's always still stuff left over, and I hate leftovers. I'm one of those people that does not like leftovers. Because to me, they just sit in the refrigerator and end up going bad anyway, and you got to throw them out. So why not just cut out the middleman and throw them out? That's my thinking. People don't agree with me, but that's okay. That might be enough. So we're going to put these in here. So what do y'all think of that? You like those greenery in there? All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the greenery in, and then maybe we can add a few of these other pieces. All right, let me move this. I need to move this back more. I'm going to put my bucket over there. All right, so I do have this little sign that I think I'm going to add. Let's see how it looks. Tell me what you guys think of this little sign. It says all roads lead to all roads lead home for Christmas. Sorry, make sure I got that right. So this is just a little 7x6 metal sign. So I'm thinking I'm going to put that on there. All right, so let me show you how I attach signs. Whoops, this little doggie's going to keep falling. Well, I put all my ribbon in front of my thing here. Oh, one of these days. I am getting closer to getting organized in here now. I have to before next week when the kids come. But I can actually see the floor over there. Thank you. All right, so I used 26 gauge floral wire. Thank you. Thank you, Darlene. I bet you do, though. All right, we only need probably 2 pieces. It's a small sign. It's not heavy. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces. I just unravel a little bit, probably too much. Fold them in half. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to, let me see. Do I want to leave that on there or take it off? I'm going to take it off, but it's going to leave the holes there. But I can always cover those holes up with something. Because I don't need them to put the wires on there. Sorry, I had to think of the word. All right, so this is a beadsmith. This is also listed on that supply list. You can get these in the craft stores in the jewelry section. It's a little metal hole punch is all it is. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go right in to my sign where that silver part is, or the white part. It looks like it's gray. And it'll be less noticeable there. And that's how easy it is. Just punch those little holes in there. I'm going to take my wire, put it through. Maybe. And then we're going to twist the sign. Give it a couple twists. Oh, my stomach's growling already. It's all you talking about that food, that's why. That's what I get for asking y'all what you're having for dinner. Alright, there we go. So there's our sign with the little hooks on it. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my little yarn needles. So if you've not used these before and you make wreaths, you really need to get these. And I don't just say that because I have them in my shop. I say it because if you struggle with putting attachments or signs on your wreaths, these needles will help you. I sell them in my shop because so many people would ask me about them and where to get them that I figured it would just be a lot easier just to say go to my shop and get them. And it has been. So this is a plastic yarn needle. I sell them in packs of 3 and they come in different colors. You don't get to pick your color. They just come in random colors. And I put them in a little storage baggie for you to keep them. So you get a set of 3 for $5.50. That includes your shipping. And I'm just going to poke that right down through here. I'm going to make sure that it's around the frame, wire frame of the wreath. And I'm going to twist it on there just like that. That's how quick that went through. So if you struggle with putting things on, I'm telling you, those needles will make your life so much easier. Alright, there we go. Got it on each side of the frame. Yeah, they are very popular in my shop. Lots and lots of wreath makers buy them. So I'm going to twist that on, not too tight, because I don't want to, which I did do it too tight. I don't want to smash everything down. I just want it to float on top of everything. So let me untwist it. Let's loosen it up a little bit. Thank you. Yes, they are, aren't they, Nancy? All right, so we're going to do that again. Just take your needle, put both your wires through it. I bend it over. That'll keep it on the needle because it does have a big eye on it, which helps if you use pipe cleaners or anything like that. You can get them to fit on there. And then I'm going to feel for the frame of the wreath. And I'm going to pull it down right through there. And that's it. Untwist it and there you go. So those you can get at wreathdecorbydawn.com. Like I said, you get a pack of 3 and they're $5.50 and that includes your shipping. Alright, so there's our sign. Got that sign on there that quick and easy. I will tighten that up later. I always go back and make sure everything's on nice and secure and tight. I'm going to leave that needle out because we're going to be putting other stuff on here. Alright, so we got the little red truck. That's got to go on. Is my sister still on here? Alright, again, we're going to use that floral wire. Silver wire usually hides best. Of course, you could use a green. Even a red would probably hide. Thank you all so much for joining me today and watching. Alright, for these little trucks, because one side is going to be down on the wreath like this, we can just wrap the wire through the window and down through the bottom of the truck because it's open right there. So we can just do that and it'll hide it. Let me see which way it needs to be going though. It doesn't matter. I can just turn it. Alright, let me get this tight. This is one of those little red trucks. It's got the little Christmas tree in the back. It's an ornament. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. All right. So the truck is going to go right here. So I'm going to take those wires again, put them through. Yep, you're working and watching. What do you think? You like it so far? Oh, hubby's home. All right, let's put it right through here. Hello, Tom. How are you? Watching and working and watching. My sister's a hairdresser in California, so she's very busy, I'm sure. But she has my video playing. Bless her. All right. Yeah, little red trucks are always popular. Always. So there's our little red truck in there. And if it hides it, I might put a little greenery or something behind it. All right, so we have that. Now let's see. Let's go with some of these balls here. How about that? Or you know what? Let me look at these flowers first. Knocking them on the floor. Welcome. All right, so these little flowers are the rustic balls or bells in the center, but the petals are all wired so that you can move them around and put them where you want them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to move them around a little bit here. Okay, close them up just a tad. And then they've got these little rustic bells in the center. So let's see if we like these. I don't know if we're going to like these or not, but we're going to try them anyway. I'll have to cut them down because they're too long, but let me just bend them over for the moment. I've seen these in a lot of wreaths this year too, or this season. Susan used some in a wreath last night, as a matter of fact. So there's one. What do you think? Here it is right here. That dog is falling over again, I'm telling you. I'm kind of liking it. I don't know if I want a whole mess of them, but I'm kind of liking them. But I'm going to put them in. I'm not gluing again. I'm not gluing any of these in just in case. Fold it over. You like those? Okay, good. All right, so let's try one more and see. Since we're not using a bow, this will be a nice little filler. All right, so open it up and then I close it back up just a little bit. So let's try one over here. You want to see the red truck? Sure. Nope, that won't go in there. I got to go in between here. Okay, my wires are a little bit long on these still. I have to cut them down, but all right, the little red truck is right down here. I was waiting for the feed to catch up. There it goes. All right, so there's that one and that one. And we have one more. I don't know if we need it or not, but let's see. trying to bend these sticks over so that they're out of my way. And like I said, these all have wire in them, so you can move them wherever you want. Space them out however you want. You haven't seen them at Hobby Lobby? Oh yeah, ours has them. I don't know about everybody else, but ours has them. These probably are the ones I got from last year, but I know ours had them this year. I saw them. All right, I don't know if we need this third one, but you know I like to do threes. I like to work in threes. Might need to move this one up here. That's what I might need to do. There, we'll put it there and see. So we got 1, 2, and 3. This one could go down a little more. So that would be our 3 flowers. And of course I'll make sure they're spread out and they look like they should look. No, I don't normally add lights to wreaths that I sell. I've never had a customer ask for any. But lights that's kind of a tricky thing, because then, you know, what if something happens with the lights, people expect you to replace them and stuff like that, and I don't think I want to go to all that trouble. Alright, so now we have that. I need to glue these greenery pieces in before I lose them. Alright, let's see what else we can add real quick. Well, not too much more that we need to add, but I do have these little ornament balls here that I like with the plaid on them. But I'm going to cut the string off of them because we don't need that. But I do want the... One of these days I'm going to do that and I'm going to end the live. It keeps hitting my mouse pad over here, and that's where that's... Hopefully it's not sitting on top of where it ends my live. Alright, so we have these little balls here. They're ornaments. So those could go on the bottom. Not everything has to go up on top. So we can put one there. To go to my Etsy page, go to wreathdecorbydawn.com, and that'll take you straight to my page. Just type in www.wreathdecorbydawn.com. Whoops. Alright, I know I had another one of these ornaments. Let me find it in this box here. Yep, there it is. Ay, ay, ay. And then one of the other ornaments just fell underneath me, so we'll have to find that. I keep all my tags because that tells me what I'm putting into my wreaths. Thank you. Hey, Jean. Alright, so we put that one over there. Let's put one up here. We can go right in here. And of course it won't stay for me. But what I'll do is I will put wire through these, and I will also glue them. That way there's a double layer. So there's one here, and then we have one up here on the side. And I'll have to look and see if I have one more to put up here. Maybe not. But we can also put, we've got the little package. Tell me what you guys want to see. You got the package. I have a star. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We have a Christmas tree. And we've got the snowman hat, snowman hat, and another flat ornament. I'm not really liking the Santa Claus face, so I don't know. It just looks kind of cheesy to me, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? That. What do you guys think? Any of these? I'm gonna have to fix those flowers. They're not setting right for me, so it throws everything off. But we got the star, we got a tree, we've got the flat ornament, we have the gift box, and we have the hat. What do you think? Yep, the doggy's right here. Whoops, there he is, right here. You want to see how I put the doggy in? All right, for the dog, I should be able to get away with doing just one pipe cleaner. Yep, I got the dog right here. We're going to do them now. Star and the tree. No Santa. Yeah, no Santa. No snowman. You don't like the snowman hat either? Okay. We'll take that one out. But we got the ornament, the tree, the package, and then the star. So we only need one of them, really. So I'm leaning towards the package or the star. I kind of like those two for myself. We're not going to use the reindeer because we're using the dog. You like the hat? I thought you just said no snowman. Oh, yeah, we can do the hat then. Yep, there's the hat. All right, for the dog, he is wooden. And y'all want to know what this was? This was one of those photo things. It had a stick in the top of it to where you could put your pictures on it. You know, those little swirly things that they have. That's all this was. So it's a piece of wood, had the metal stick in it that had the swirl thing so you could put your picture on it. So we're going to take that, and it's because it's wooden, I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, fold it in half, and I'm going to use my staple gun. Let's try that again. My staple gun likes to shoot out multiple staples. I don't know why. It likes to annoy me, I think that's why. So, sorry, you're going to have to hear me hammer now, guys. Hammer time. Alright, so I don't know why, but I always put 3 staples in. Figure if one fails, the other 2 are there. You like the package the best? Okay, we'll use the package then. You guys like the package? Yep. I see several for the package. Okay, we'll do that. Let's get rid of these. See ya. That just narrows down my thing. I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so there's our little doggy. He's got flocking all over him now. Obviously, he's thick enough. Those staples aren't going in or through him. But isn't it cute? Just a little puppy dog. So it doesn't show what kind of dog it is. Everything I looked for that had a dog, it was a different dog. It was like a lab, or labs are the only thing I could find. And I didn't want any specific animal or breed. I just wanted a dog. So I'm going to take this out because I might put those around the outside. I don't know. Alright, so we'll set those there for a second. Alright, the puppy dog. Let's see. We got the truck down here. The sign there. Let's put the puppy up here. Oh, there goes one of my balls. Alright, so again, needle. Put that through so you get nice big eye on that needle. And we're going to go in right here. I want to go in where there's a tie because that's going to help hold it up. Yep, we're going to use the package. That's what everybody seems to like. All right, so pull those pipe cleaners through there. Let's get the ribbons going in the right direction. And I want that underneath him. There we go. And I'm going to pull slightly down on it. Not too much, but just a little. All right, and I'm going to find my frame. It's easier if you take the wire and you do it each one separately through the needle, but that just takes too much time for me, so I put them both through, and then I have to sit here and try and get them on the other side of the frame. But I did, so we're good. Thank you. All right, so the puppy's on there now. And you know what they could even do if they wanted to, because he's got that white brim on his hat, they could even write their pet's name on it if they wanted. And personalize it. I would not do that because, first of all, you don't want my handwriting on there. But they could just take a black Sharpie, one of those thin line ones, and put that on there. Look at that. Sorry. My phone was going off. I thought it was the doctor's office, but it's not. It's one of them spam things. Okay, so there we go. So I think I'm going to take these and work them in down here. I think they'd look better down there. So 1, 2, 3. And then I might put those balls up on top. Let's look and see how that looks first. Y'all can tell me if you like them better on the bottom or on the top before we go. 1, 2, one more. 1, 2, 3. Yep. There we go. All right, so there's those. Let me find, the ball rolled over there underneath the thing. So I think these would look better up top. What do you guys think? So can you see those flowers down there on the bottom? Yeah, I think I like them on the bottom better. Once I, fix them and then work them in there, they'll be a lot better. You think? And then all we have left is to add in some of the red berries, but I can do that after. Like I said, I just want to make sure that this is what they're looking for. And then once I get that approval, I go back and I glue everything down. See that? So I don't think we needed any of these other signs over here, so that's okay. But and then I have the present as well. We can always add the present in. Present can go right here without the tag on it. Hello from Ohio. Was wondering what you will do with the inner part of the wreath right now. It looks empty. Yeah, they don't want a bow on it. So I will just make it so that it's a little more closed up. I'll kind of fluff it out and bring my greenery in, and it'll be left like that. That's what they want. Oops. Ignore the tag on there. There goes the other ball. I'm losing them. Lost my marbles. So that's what we got, guys. What do you think? I just watched it fall over there. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate y'all being here. Thank you.